Okay, welcome all of you. Today we have Veronica with us and Salamat, right? Veronica?
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
So we thought that Veronica is our OSCE student, and we thought it will be good for everybody, the whole world, to know Veronica's beautiful journey to become an Australian registered nurse. So Veronica, before I begin, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Veronica, and I am an internationally qualified nurse in the Philippines. I came here in Australia last year, and I was expecting the bridging program, but since it was abolished, I'm now here in the OBA pathway.
Right. And Veronica, you cleared your NCLEX last year.
Yes.
You wanted to go to US.
Yeah, my main goal was to go to US, but since I was in Australia, I fell in love with the country.
Yes.
So I want to try my luck here.
Yeah. So good thing that since you already cleared your NCLEX, you got an exemption that you don't have to appear again and straight away move to OSCE. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And are you excited, nervous? How do you feel about your OSCE examination now?
I am honestly nervous
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting Australian standards,
Mm.
and then now it's mixed of US from the NCLEX and now OSCE from
Mm.
the UK, but Australian standards.
Correct. That's right.
Yes.
So, Veronica, how did you when you were looking for OSCE training? So, how did you decide, or how did you zero down on us on Lead College? I remember our first conversation. Yeah. So, but how did you zero down on us, basically?
I tried calling a lot of people, a lot of schools, and they were telling me about weeks of online training. And I asked myself, yes, I can do online training so I can still work. But then come to think of it, OSCE is practical exams.
Absolutely.
You have to actually talk to people. You have to actually do the skills.
Absolutely.
If it's just online learning, I should just read a book.
Yeah.
I can just read a book. But then they're going to give me 1 week of practicals or intensive program or training. It's going to be hard. It's like bombarding yourself all in a week, 100 nursing skills all in a week. And
Yeah.
what if we are a lot here in the room? They can't focus on just you.
Yes.
So I tried to go to the route where I will be focused on and take it
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, that's right. So, Veronica, you have already completed 3 weeks of your training with OSCE.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? As you know, as we discussed earlier, also many times, it's all the skills that you're learning, you have already learned in your graduation. The things that we are teaching you is basically, we're just upgrading your standards as per the Australian standards. So, how do you feel? How much have you learned? How has been your journey in terms of your training like?
I've seen that some things are different here in
Yeah.
Australia. Most of the things that I did in the Philippines, I can see similarities, but
Correct.
when it comes to procedures and protocols, it's different here in
Yes.
Australia.
Yes.
So I try to keep an open mind and make sure that I actually do the standards here in Australia.
Yeah, right. And Veronica, I remember that so every Friday we have mock examinations.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts about your Friday mock examinations where you are tested upon the skills and just like your actual exams, so 10 stations, 10 minutes per station. And how was your first mock examination experience?
My first mock exam experience, honestly, I said, okay, I think I'm prepared because theoretically,
Yeah.
I know them. But when you are in the scenario,
Situation, yeah.
when you're in the situation, 2 minutes reading and then 8 minutes actually executing it,
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard. So you have to practice, practice, practice
that's right.
every day.
That's right. You have to actually, it has to come as a second nature for
Yeah,
yourself.
it has to
isn't
come
it?
as a second nature.
Yeah.
If it's just in the head and you can't execute it, it's gonna be hard for you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, Veronica, I'm really, really happy and excited for you, honestly speaking, and nervous too, a little in between, but I'm fully confident looking at how your journey has been. And I'm sure you're an inspiration to many Filipino nurses who are here in Australia, outside
Hopefully.
Australia, and I'm sure they all look up to you. As you know, they will look up to you when they see you here talking about your experience in terms of your preparation. And we wish you all the best, and I'm sure you will do very well.
Thank you.
So, Veronica, before we wind up this very, very brief interview with you, would you like to tell our Filipino Pinoy nurses all across the world, especially here in Australia and offshore, any message that you would like to give them?
Well, I'll speak in my language.
Okay.
Sinasabi ko lang, alam ko mahirap, lahat tayo galing Pilipinas, tapos pupunta tayo dito sa isang lugar na hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari sa atin. Pero, posible. Posible talaga maging nurse dito. Lalo na kapag mag-aaral ka at pagkikipag-partner ka sa isang institution na alam mong siseryosohin ka. Yun lang masasabi ko sa inyo. Salamat!